and Black, book co-conceived and written by Nick Hatcher and Sheridan Merrick. Music by David Thomas and Sheridan Merrick, with additional materials by Courtney Bird, Hallie Novisky, and Jared Chichester. On stage, you can see a house that looks more like a warehouse than a home. Furniture is covered in cloth, piles of boxes scattered throughout the room. You can't really tell if someone was packing or unpacking, as there's still plenty of books and other journals thrown about the room. This room used to be someone's office. There's a keyboard somewhere in the room. In the dark, we see Julian's shadow come into space for the first time, and then they turn on the lights. He takes a moment to take in the view, and after a deep breath, picks up a box and goes to the desk to pack up some more journals. He gets a phone call and answers it.
Hey. Yeah, I just got in a few minutes ago. Yeah, the living room's mostly done already, so I figured I'd try to get his office done today since it'll take a long time to get through it. No, thank you, I don't need you to come over. I can do it myself. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm good, thank you. I think I'll just feel better doing this part by myself. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
After a few seconds of putting some more things away, he eventually sits at the keyboard and starts playing. Not serious at first, just playing for himself, but then...
The skyline has been shattered. It's been shattered. It's been shattered. The rooftops all are daggers, made of daggers, hardly matters. The moon is still intact, I know. I can see the light, it's muffled by the smoke. No footprints have graced her rim, it seems she has escaped the toxic trail of breadcrumbs that comes with the human race. She's been better. Hardly chatter. We sit here and get fatter. So I'm fatter. Hardly matters. Today looks just like all the rest. It's easy to get by if you learn to forget the ways in which we live.
The Constitution
Okay. So, I know someone in here is probably thinking, could what matter? Or, what is he even talking about? Or even, when are we? And honestly, does any of that really matter? Because no matter how many times stories like this get told, and believe me, they've been told over and over, none of them ever come close to how it actually feels. And I'll be honest, I'm tired. I'm tired of just telling it. I'm tired of living in it. And every time I say that, I feel something slip. It's like I leave another piece of myself behind, and I'm too scared to go back and pick it up. I haven't felt like myself, not really, ever since I was 16. That's when I lost my mom. And a few weeks ago, my dad. It's hard to even say it, hard to even think it, because I keep trying to move forward like I'm okay, like I've healed. But the truth is I haven't, not even close. It still hurts every day. And the crazy part is, nobody really tells you how heavy loss can get when you never put it down. How it just stays with you. In your chest, in your back, in your throat, until even breathing feels like work. And I've been carrying it for so long that I don't even know where my body ends and the grief begins. But I want to try to take something back. Not just my voice, but the part of me that died when they did. So maybe the only way I can do that is by telling one more story. My story. This is the house I grew up in. And now I'm here to pack it up. I haven't been back here in a few years. Now, my dad and I had a good relationship and seen each other and done visits and such, so don't get that confused. But it's been hard to come inside the house ever since I moved out. After my mom died when I was 16, the house just didn't feel the same anymore. There were a few moments where, I would wake up and go downstairs and expect her to be at the kitchen table doing her morning writing. She started every day writing a poem in the morning. Said it centered her for the day.
I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, it's just that your clock means nothing to me. It's just that while you were starting your meeting, the sun started peeking through the window, through the clouds once more. And the dance it performed with my blinds created a shadow show on my floor, and I couldn't miss it. Did you know that last night, like every night that I and everyone who's come before has known, the moon emerged and shone luminous against the black velvet backdrop? Do you know that we don't know what's behind it? What I don't understand is how we're supposed to set our alarms each evening. I have so many places to visit in my mind.
Lena pulls out a journal and leaves it on a desk, easily in sight.
Anyway, after she died, I would get these feelings, like she was in the room with me sometimes. But when I remembered that she wasn't there anymore, it felt like there was a black hole just sitting in the center of the house. And when I left, I just couldn't stand the thought of coming back to it anymore. But now that he's gone too.
Julian finds the journal Lena left out. He picks it up and flips through the pages, coming upon what he is searching for.
Both of my parents had a background in writing. My mom with her poems and my dad with songs. He was a part of a band that he and his buddies formed, and they would play sometimes at local bars and diners. He was always writing songs. Oh, good. This one's really hard to read. Take my pencil, erase all the parts that sing, sting. Cross a line through all of the lies they said to me. Oh, no, that's not it. Fill the page with all that's left unsaid, untold. See the lines that grow in your smile when you grow old. I was much better at this when I was younger. I see you everywhere. I hear you. Are you even there? If I try, will you come to me? If I write, will you appear to me? Everything was kind of easier when you were younger, though, right? At least that's what it feels like a lot of the time. For most of us, we didn't have to think too far into the future. The most I would think about the future is what would be for dinner. Or maybe I should start that essay tonight that I was given 2 months to do, that's due tomorrow, and now I'm feeling anxious. Or
Quincy steps out, hands Julian a bandana which he puts on.
Beck tosses him a toy water gun.
Is it clear?
Oh, no, it's too dark to see anything.
Use your flashlight then?
I would love to, if only it turned on.
when I met Beck and Quincy in middle school, it was like, thank God! They don't like all the same weird stuff that I do, but they like other weird stuff. And also didn't think that they were too cool to just play pretend and use their imagination sometimes.
Still can't get your flashlight to work.
No, not since somebody dropped it.
It fell. Plus, it worked when I picked it up.
It wouldn't stay on. It just kept flickering, and now it won't turn on at all.
Okay, fine. Whatever. If we keep screaming, then you'll hear it.
Yeah, well, at least you two can see.
I never really had a lot of friends as a kid, and I was an only child. So I was always a little weird. Quiet, but completely obsessed with music, anime, shoes, and other things. Well, sometimes the two of them would come over and we would have some of our role play sessions. I remember for a while, Quincy had a huge sci-fi era, which, looking back, was pretty cool.
Okay, but not all Mandalorian armor can be made out of Beskar, right? Like, that wouldn't make any sense, right?
Well, maybe cool isn't the right word. But he was never afraid to be himself, always wearing his heart on his sleeve. And because of that, I didn't feel as weird being different from everyone else. Or at least I was starting to learn.
I'm different, you're different, but it's not in the way that I'm different. But I think we may both know how it feels, and not quite fit it. I wish other people would listen, and when they would speak, say what's real.
Sometimes I think I'm invisible, yet somehow always on display. Do you know the kind of strength it takes to still get out of bed each day? Look what you've done! You found us out!
Me? What boy? You were the one yelling
Oh,
over
forget
me.
hi!
You're different. I'm different. Let's build a place to be different. The place without any fear.
A house we can live in, with lots of cooks in the kitchen, and cabinets with rainbow veneer. I thought I would never get this far. The pain was all I've ever known.
I thought I had to do this all alone, but now you feel like home. Now you feel like home. Now you feel like home.
You feel like home.
Let's build a home.
You have a home.
Let's build a home.
Julian! You got 3 seconds to get out here and tell me why it's such a mess in here.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom, that's what you have to say? What is this? And where did you get that from? You know the rules about guns in my house, fake or not. How many times do I need to tell you to not bring weapons?
It's not mine.
It's in your hands. It's in my house. So who's it? Beck! Quincy, get out here now!
Hey, Miss Lena!
Hey, okay. These yours, Beck? Because I know for a fact these aren't allowed in your house either.
No, ma'am.
So these just appeared out of thin air. Julian, I know you don't have enough money to buy these, so where did they come from?
Well, we were walking past Target on our way home,
As you do.
and we saw these, and thought, they were cool. And clearly, it's not real, so it's fine.
It's not fine. How did you pay for these?
We didn't.
What?
Before you get upset, my sister steals like places from us all the time. And she was talking about how you shouldn't feel bad taking from places like that because they're a huge corporation, and that's usually a good indicator for gentrification. And that stealing small items from them doesn't hurt anyone, and it's really easy to do, especially if you brought your own bags and bags.
And then you pretend like you were only using the basket to put things in the bag, so then when they scan the basket, all the things you were taking are already in the bag, and it works every time.
Beck, Quincy, go home.
Okay. Sorry, Miss Lena. See you tomorrow, Julian.
No, the next time you'll see each other will be Monday at
Oh,
school.
Mom!
See you then, dude.
So what now? You go to my room until dinner?
You are too old for this.
Oh, I didn't know hanging out with my friends had an age limit.
No, you are too old to act like you don't know why I tell you not to play with things like that.
Oh, come on, nothing's gonna, it's a toy gun.
And stealing. Do you want the cops to be called on you?
The cops? No one's calling the cops on me. I'm smarter than that. I'm not gonna get in trouble for stealing a toy.
You don't know that. You don't know that. People doing nothing but minding their own business are killed nearly every day. And you're gonna go around stealing because someone else is doing it.
Big sister does it all the time, and the one time she got caught, she didn't even get into much trouble.
Well, you can't! Oh my God, I'm not going to let you purposely put yourself in these situations. That's not what we do. You can't move through the world any way that you want without your actions catching up to you.
Why are you making this such a big deal?
Because you need to realize this is a big deal. It's hard to find wording There isn't a phrase to describe the first moment you realize the way that you're seen. They won't give you a chance to show who you are. So play by their rules, 'cause it's better than swimming upstream. Hey kid, wake up. You've got some growing up to do. I know it's tough, but it's just what we've gotta do. Sit up, stand tall. You must uphold the family name, 'cause you won't always have me here holding your hand. Take a leap, hope you land on your feet. Do I need to repeat?
It's hard to find purpose. It doesn't feel real to stand in this home and to realize that I'm all alone. Surrounded by pictures of what we once were. A family united by memories of love you can feel. Hey kid, wake up, you've got some packing up to do. I know, you want to stop what feels and learn how to sit up, stand tall, your life will never be the same, 'cause you're not by yourself. No one's holding your hand. Take a leap, hope you land on your feet. The nightmare repeats.
Time shifts forward. Young Julian is busy staring out the window. We see a flash go off from a camera. Julian is startled by the flash and falls away from the window.
Julian, are you listening? Damn, are those reporters back again? Are you okay?
Why are they still out there? I already said I don't want to talk to any of them. It's been weeks already. When are they going to leave us alone?
They're not going away anytime soon. Not until they're able to take something from us to make another headline. Did you hear what I said when I was talking to you though?
About talking to the lawyer. No wait.
The prosecutor. We have to meet up with him to prep for the trial.
Do we have to do that tomorrow? The trial doesn't start for a few more weeks anyway.
This meeting has been pushed off 3 times already. You really should go this time. Look, I know that you don't want to walk through this again, but you have to talk to someone.
They already know everything. They already know everything they need to know. There's nothing I can add.
Julian, I know it's a lot. And if you don't want to do this, then that's okay. They'll figure something else out. But you really should talk to someone
about how I had to watch. Oh my God! How she? If I were to just
look. I don't know. I can only imagine how you feel. When I got the call from the neighbors while on the way back home that night about how something was wrong and you and your mom not answering your phone, my heart sank and then it shattered. Now, I know I haven't been the best the past few days.
Just stop, okay? I get it. I just don't want to. I can't talk about this right now.
We are going to have to at some point.
Why? It's not gonna change anything. Mom's dead, and I just.
Hey, it's gonna be okay.
Whoa, okay? What about this is going to be okay? You know what? I don't even know what we're talking about this anyway. It's not like you were there.
That's not fair. I was coming back from picking up the ingredients for dinner that we asked you to get that day, but forgot.
Oh, so you do think this whole thing is my fault?
What? No. What the?
Julian walks out.
Fuck. I don't know how to do this without you.
I know. It's tough, but it's just what you gotta do. Sit up, stand tall. Your life will never be the same, 'cause you're all by yourself. No one's holding your hand. Take a leap, hope you land on your feet. But I'm still incomplete.
When I was younger and didn't want to have a hard talk, or if I just felt overwhelmed, I would try to find a way to escape the situation. Nothing bad ever happened in real life around here, just on the news, so what did I care? What did I have to worry about? Well, I didn't really expect that I would become the news myself. The events of that night feel like it happened so fast, but in slow motion all at the same time. Time stood still that moment the flashes started.
Julian gets a notification on his phone. He checks it. Victims fight state over settlement from California wildfires.
A journalist's murder is a test of democracy.
Are we heading to a recession?
Officer accused of police brutality. Mother shot by police while. Julian quickly shuts off his phone.
Hi. Sorry, I think I got a bit ahead of myself here. My name's Julian, and this isn't something that I usually like bringing up. It's still pretty hard for me to talk about, but to make sense of what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to tell you, and to make sure that you're still listening, let me actually start by asking you,
What happens when you're riding your bike with your friends and your mom calls you in for dinner?
What happens when you make fun of your friend for leaving to go to dinner?
What happens when it's getting dark and you want your son to come inside?
What happens when you're 16?
What happens in the span of 12 seconds?
The state has charged the defendant with murder in the second degree and misconduct in office by corruptly performing an unlawful act.
What happens when there have been reports of a thief on an orange bike?
What happens when your bike is blue?
In order to convict the defendant of assault, the state must prove that the shooting was fatal, that the shooting was a result of an intentional or reckless act of the defendant, and that the shooting was not legally justified.
What happens when the suspect is a 150-pound man?
What happens when you're 16?
You know, what happens when you're...
We will now hear opening arguments from the state and the defense.
a tragedy occurred on April 18th of this year. Not only was a mother brutally murdered in front of her child, but she was murdered by an officer who had sworn an oath to protect.
What happens when you're not kidding around? It's time to come inside.
What happens when you see red and blue lights?
What happens when it's starting to get dark outside?
What happens when you just want 10 more minutes, Mom? That's all I'm asking.
What happens when your friend doesn't see the police officer?
What happens in the span of 12 seconds?
The defendant, a plainclothes officer, has made the callous assumption that this boy has stolen his bike. She got out of her unmarked vehicle, yelled hands up, and shot at him within 12 seconds.
What happens when you're...
What happens when you're arguing with your mom only to see a gun pointed at you?
What happens when a gun is pointed at your baby?
Lena did what any mother would do.
What you're about to witness over the next few days is evidence, hard evidence, that demonstrates an innocent police officer caught up in a perfect storm of tragic circumstances, who drew her weapon because she was in fear of her own life.
What happens in the span of 12 seconds?
What happens in the span of 12 seconds?
What happens when she pulls the trigger?
What happens when, without hesitation, without blinking, you put your body between him and the bullet?
What happens when Mom jumps in front of the bullet?
What happens when she jumps in front of the bullet?
What happens when you're...
What happens in the span of 12 seconds?
What happens when...
What happens when...
What happens?
We see Lena alone. Flowers start to appear from beyond her. She is becoming something else. We see her bloom, and then she disappears.
Damien turns on a TV and is consumed by the headlines.
A rising crime intensifies debate over bail law's effect.
Rethinking guns in Virginia.
Puerto Rico was shaking and people are still intense. Texas closed polling sites in Black and Latino communities.
Battle for the Senate is
Start to chill now. President Biden, my opinion, my actors inside. Church with his mother's quarantine choice. Down and lists everywhere. City living on. Beck and Quincy are sitting on their phones and listening to the news, intaking the barrage of information. Quincy has his volume turned up.
Quincy!
Hey, I was looking at that.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna get anything useful from it.
That's not true. Remember how I was like really involved in the mid-year elections this past year? I got most of my useful info from social media, since you never know when official news networks will report on anything.
Okay, but what does that have to do with right now?
I'm seeing what people are saying about Miss Lena. I want to know what's gotten out so far.
Oh, well, have you seen anything yet?
Barely. I keep searching her name, but it doesn't show me anything about the investigation. It's like no one cares.
Well, there's probably people talking about it, but their videos and accounts could be getting hidden. I've read that that's starting to happen a lot. In some places, they even shut down the internet when they don't want people talking about certain things.
Sure, but they wouldn't shut down the internet here. People would go crazy over that.
Sure, but like, people say a lot of things. I mean, like, where are all the guillotines that were getting threatened? I'm still waiting to see head rolls.
What? Are you serious?
No. I mean, no, yeah. No, it doesn't matter. The point is, if you want to see change, you have to be the change.
Okay. But like, what would I even say?
The truth. What people need to hear to get her name out there, and so people won't let her death slip into obscurity.
Damn, I wish I could speak like you. I mean, who comes up with things like that just off the top of their head?
Whatever. But, hey, have you talked to Julian recently?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've talked, obviously, but we haven't really talked about it. I'm trying to figure out how.
Yeah, me too. It's like, I always want to bring it up, but then I don't want to be the person who brings it up, you know?
Right. It's like, what the hell do you even say? I keep wanting to apologize for teasing him about having to go home earlier. Or for not going home with him. Like that's what I keep thinking about. Like maybe if we had been there, maybe we could have told the cops what was really going on.
I don't think that would have helped, Quincy.
But maybe, you know? I just wish there was something more I could do to help. I do this thing where I wonder what I would have done if I was alive during like the Civil Rights Movement, or like the Suffragette Movement, or like the Vietnam War. We just went over that in class, but how there were protests and shit. Like I think what I would have done if I was there for that.
Well, what's stopping you from doing something about the things happening now?
Well, the whole being 17 thing kind of gets in the way of it. Plus, my parents keep saying that I shouldn't keep going to the trials, but I feel like there's something else that I could do.
Quincy starts looking at their phone.
Like I want to make sure Julian and his dad feel, I don't know, I just want to do something.
You remember when there was that vigil that was put together for that little girl, Katie?
The 7-year-old who died in the drunk driver car crash? Yeah, why?
Well, what if we did something similar for Mrs. Lena? I'm sure the whole community will come out for it.
Yeah, that could be good. But I feel like there's just something else we could do.
Well, it's a start. I'm gonna go down to the community garden to see what the regulars there think. Maybe we could even do it there.
Okay.
Wanna come with?
Maybe in a little bit. You can go on without me. I'll catch up.
Okay. Well, just text me later.
Okay.
Quincy stares at his phone.
What am I doing?
Quincy starts to record a video.
Hey guys, as I'm sure you're aware of if you've been paying attention, Elle.Morris, a Baltimore native, community leader, and mother, was murdered, gunned down in cold blood by police on her very own doorstep. She was unarmed, and she was calling her son Julian, my best friend, for dinner when...
Everything slows. Young Julian appears as if he is floating. Gravity can no longer contain the emotions in his body.
In thermodynamics, entropy is commonly associated with the amount of order, disorder, or chaos in a thermodynamic system. In the 2002 Encyclopedia Encarta, entropy is defined as a thermodynamic property which serves as a measure of how close a system is to equilibrium, as well as a measure of the disorder in that system. In the context of entropy, perfect internal order is synonymous with perfect internal disorder is synonymous with equilibrium. But since that definition is so far different from the usual definition implied in normal speech, the use of the term in science has caused a great deal of confusion and misunderstanding.
Entropy serves as a measure of order or chaos in a system. In the context of entropy, perfect internal disorder is synonymous with equilibrium. Entropy serves as a measure of order or chaos. Perfect internal disorder is synonymous with equilibrium.
As a measure of order or chaos. Perfect internal
Chaos is chaos order. As I grow older,
as a measure of order or chaos.
I was told I was actually
Disorders
as a
orders
measure
as a measure of order or chaos. Perfect
I think I want
order
order.
is equilibrium.
I think I want equilibrium.
Julian starts to float away from the others. At that moment, Lena appears.
You can't keep pushing them away.
I think we're gonna have to disagree on that, and besides, I think I'm the one being pushed.
Okay, wise guy. So what's your plan being out here all alone? You gonna stay floating forever?
Maybe.
Until you... Jules, you need to let it out.
I think I prefer just to float here. Thanks.
Until you crash and burn?
I want to go so far away that no one can catch up to me. You know. What do you want from me? Just leave me alone.
You think I'm just gonna leave my baby when they need me the most?
Well, you're not really here anyway. You just in my head or something.
There's a whole community out there. People wanting to help you if you would just see them.
What community? It's just a bunch of people who never leave me alone, asking me questions 24/7, showing up whenever they like. How are you doing? Do you need anything? What was it like? I know how much this must hurt. No, you don't! Did you see that happen to your mom?
They're just trying to help.
Then how about they be helpful and just leave me alone?
Throughout the course of the next song, we see young Julian being pulled down by the ensemble. He tries to break away.
When I was younger and I felt overwhelmed, I felt like all the pent-up emotions inside of me would just explode, blasting me into the air. All the way up until I was in space, until I could touch the moon. But lately that hasn't felt far enough away anymore. So I just look around and ask myself,
Where do I go from here? Away from all my tears. Wavy,
stop now, screaming from the top now.
Breeze press the highlights, but what about my life?
Before show.
No, I really gotta go. It might be my last day. I could blow it all away.
All your hope raised while your memory fades, just running away.
I gotta bury the pain. They see me going insane, sick in the brain. I don't want them knowing my name, but where do I go from here? Away from all my dreams. Wavy, I'm a friend.
Where do we go from here? Running out of tears. Wavy, I'm right. Wavy, I'm right.
I have to keep moving forward. Everybody's trying to slow me down so the grief can catch up with me. But if I let it tie me down, the waste is too much. much is too much. I have to keep going further than I've ever gone before. What happens when everybody leaves? If I'm alone, just my thoughts in me, and the creep just swallows me whole, and all of the voices, where do we go from here? Running out of tears, way beyond time. What happens when everybody leaves? If I'm alone, just my thoughts in me, and the grief just swallows me whole, and all of the voices.
A cyclone of movement from the ensemble.
What can you build a barricade out of?
A large dumpster.
A ton of chairs.
A police car that you've broken the windshield of.
Carts from the library.
A park bench.
A broken dirt bike.
A rusted wheelbarrow.
My apocalypse stockpile of mac and cheese.
A school bus.
A chalkboard.
Milk crates.
Dirty dishes.
CVS receipts.
Arcade machine.
Sticks and stones.
A piano, permanently out of tune.
Booze. Pizza boxes.
All the plastic in the ocean.
The Bill of Rights.
Headphones.
Money. All of the books you'll never read.
Organizational strategies.
Excuses.
Avoided eye contact.
To-do lists.
Every bobby pin you've ever lost.
Laughter.
Prejudice.
Empty pill bottles.
Policy.
Fear.
Zoning districts.
Silence. Thoughts. Prayers.
Why do you build a barricade?
Because the bus didn't come.
Because there are too many boarded up houses.
Because I need something to stand on.
To keep people out.
To keep people in.
Because he doesn't love me back anyway.
Because I'm tired of being told to be quiet.
Because I needed someplace to hide.
Because I couldn't play house at recess.
Because it's easier to reject the unfamiliar.
Because I've been told it's the right thing to do.
Because we're too old to build pillow forts.
Because what if they don't like me?
Because I don't remember.
Because I want my little brother's life to be better.
Because the view is better higher up.
Because I'm scared of what I might feel.
Scared of what I can't achieve.
Scared of what's next.
Scared of who I am.
Because my mom told me to?
Because my mom told me not to.
Because you've been hurt before?
Because I can make it with friends.
Because I can't breathe.
Because I need to feel useful for something.
Because it's raining bullets.
Because there's strength in numbers.
Because I love you.
Because if we don't protect us, who will?
After a moment, the company disperses. And then Quincy talks to the camera on his phone.
Hi y'all, you may have heard about what happened a few weeks ago in Baltimore. While standing outside her home, Lena Norris was gunned down by an officer. On April 18th, around 6:30, Miss Norris was talking with her son, 16-year-old Julian Norris, when an officer drove up to their house, jumped out of the car screaming, "Hands up!" and in less than 12 seconds opened fire on the family. I was able to gather ring camera footage from a neighbor of the incident. Be warned, what you're about to see is disturbing.
Julian begins to become consumed by the news again. His phone rings, it's Quincy and Beck.
2 Marines killed in helicopter crash in Argentina.
Hey, what's up?
Julian!
Hey man, we've got something we want to tell you.
GOP's abortion bill will hurt women.
What?
We know things have been really hard for you lately, and we haven't really known what to
New
do.
York expects to ban single-use plastics.
Okay.
But that's not an excuse for us not to do anything at all. We wanna do what we can to help you and your mom.
Congress will receive a new report by August.
So next week after court, we're gonna hold a vigil.
AKA protest.
Giraffes could become an endangered species.
Wait, you're doing what?
We don't expect you to do anything for it, and you don't have to come if you don't want to.
Arkansas keeps state flag that honors Confederacy.
Wait, just a minute. I'm just trying to process.
Don't worry about it, Julian. We've got it all covered. Just focus on what you have to do for court.
New bill attacks transgender people.
Just let us know if you need anything.
Thanks.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Murder trial involving police officer continues tomorrow.
Dad enters and turns the news off.
You gotta be careful about what you watch.
That,
You feeling ready for this?
It's very as I'll ever feel.
You know it's not too late, right?
What?
If you've changed your mind.
I mean, I think it is a little too late for me.
No, it isn't. That's what I'm saying. I can call the lawyers right now if you like. Tell them there's been a change of plans. There's no shame in that.
No shame in that? Really? In doing literally the only thing I can do to help put Mom's murderer behind bars?
In sparing yourself from having to talk about this in front of all those people, the lawyers, the cameras.
Would you spare yourself if you were in my shoes?
My shoes are larger than yours, Julian. You're a boy. I don't think you understand who these people are. They're not going to go easy on you just because you're a kid. In that cross-examination, it's their job to make you look bad, like you're lying or incompetent.
You don't think I know that? I know what I'm up against. You know, I'm the one who was there. I'm the one who saw it. I'm the one who was in that police station, handcuffed, questioned. You're the one who doesn't even know what they're talking about.
Julian!
I remember when I was really little, around 7 or so, and it was past my bedtime, but I was a little thirsty, so I came out of my room and went downstairs to ask one of my parents for something to drink. And I walked in on my dad watching the news.
3 reporters appear high above, standing behind Julian, staring straight out to the audience.
911 was called reporting that a male was pointing a pistol at people near the local center.
Earlier today, a black American was gunned down by police during a routine traffic stop.
Police received word that a thin black man was breaking car windows and were sent in to investigate.
I didn't really understand why my dad had such a serious look on his face. It was sad, but I saw news like this every day. I didn't realize it at the time, but it's the fact I didn't understand that was the problem itself.
It is said that the dispatcher told the police that there was a black man that keeps pulling a gun out of his pants and pointing it at people.
The victim had been driving around 9:00 p.m. with their girlfriend and her 4-year-old daughter in the back seat.
The police eventually found someone in the area that fit the description of the suspect.
I couldn't help but stand in the doorway and stare at the TV too.
Officers that arrived on the scene claimed the suspect appeared to be going for something in their pocket.
After being asked for license and registration, the victim informed the officer they had a firearm in the vehicle and a permit for it, to which the officer responded, "Don't reach for it then."
After being confronted by police, the suspect ran to the back of a house, later discovered to be their grandmother's home.
One of the officers said that he knew it was a gun and knew it was coming out.
The victim repeatedly told the officer that he was not reaching for his weapon before the officer fired 7 shots into the vehicle, 5 of which hit the victim, 2 of those piercing his heart.
The officers chased the suspect into the backyard where they asked for them to show their hands. And in about 3 seconds, one officer yelled, "Gun! Gun! Gun!" And 20 rounds were fired, hitting the suspect.
It took a while for my dad to notice me. But when he did, he picked me up and sat me down, saying, "You need to see this." So I watched.
They told the suspect to show me your hands.
The victim's girlfriend was still in the passenger seat and her daughter in the back seat.
It was only after 5 minutes did they check on his body and found that he was dead. It was discovered that he was carrying only a cell phone.
Officers fired 2 shots into the suspect. The altercation between the police and suspect happened in the span of 2 seconds.
After receiving no medical attention, the victim died on the scene about 20 minutes after being shot.
After an autopsy, it was determined that several bullets had hit the suspect after he had already hit the floor.
The suspect died in the hospital the day after the shooting.
Philando Castile was 32 years old.
Stephon Clark was 22 years old.
Tamir Rice was 12 years old.
When the news was over, he then told me something from when he was a kid. Something his grandfather told him told him when he was around my age. My daddy always told me they're out for blood. My daddy always told me they're out for blood. Run, boy, run, they're out for blood. My granddaddy always told me they're out for blood. My granddaddy always told me they're out for blood. So run, boy, run, they're out for blood. Run, boy, run, they're out for blood. 1, 2, 3.
My granddaddy always told me, you gotta run quick before they get you with the knives, pitchforks, and torches. Looking for a quick fix to generational trauma. I got some Uncle Sam and think it's spare an extra dollar. But anywho, running cause I don't know where to go. Who knows? My emotions getting low, it shows. And the headlines are killing me. Literally, seems like the laws don't kill us, but God give me epiphanies. Youth is now a euphemism, calling us a suspect. What else can they do to the real American rejects? This life thing is new to us. We can only stay true to us. They can try to do to us, but I forgot my gun. They told me run, boy, run. They're out for blood. Run, boy, run. They're out for blood. Hold your vision. Run, boy, don't give up, don't give in. They're out for blood. Steal your mind.
Act 2. Beck sits at a table with a notebook, flipping through pages filled with handwritten names. Quincy leans against the wall, phone in hand, but not looking at it much.
Okay, I have a list of neighbors, folks from the community garden, and a few people who came to our poetry open mics. People who actually knew Mrs. Lena. I'm thinking the visual can happen by the garden. It has that gazebo.
Quincy is on his phone. Notifications keep going off, and it's annoying Beck.
What are you doing? Can you help?
Keeping the trial in the spotlight, making sure people are paying attention to what happens, because right now, yeah, people care, but give it a month, it's just another headline.
And your plan for that is?
I don't know yet. Social media, maybe posting updates, pushing the story to national news. If the city feels like eyes are on them, then they can't keep quietly sweeping it under the rug.
Julian doesn't need another news cycle. They need people who knew their mom standing with them.
I'm not saying the vigil isn't important, it is, but if we only do that, and if we only keep it here, the pressure dies. The people that make decisions, they're not at the vigil. They're watching headlines.
You think some posts online hold more weight than the community, Mrs. Lena, Bill?
I think people who decide the verdict aren't going to care how many neighbors show up unless the world is watching.
And I think Julian needs something real they can touch before they can think about the rest of the world.
Quincy looks down, thumb brushing their phone screen like they might start typing, then stops.
I don't have the answer either.
feels like if we don't find a way to keep the heat on, we're gonna lose before we even get there.
You ever notice how everyone has advice after it's already too late? How to grieve, how to heal, how to honor the memory. Like there's a checklist. Step 1, hug them. Step 2, light a candle. Step 3, post something. There's no right way to show up for someone. There's no perfect thing to say, no magic action that makes it better. You just do. You show up. When I was a kid, my mom used to say, presence is the only present that matters. She meant birthdays, but now I think she meant everything. You're here for people. You're there for people. Even when it's messy. Even when you don't know if you're saying the wrong thing, or if just breathing in the same space as them is all you can manage. But showing up for me could have been staying in my room when I couldn't get out of bed, bringing me food that I didn't touch, letting me be silent without trying to fix it. That's the thing. You can't win at being there for someone. There's no scoreboard, no gold medal for being a supportive friend. There's just you and them and whatever you can give in the moment. It won't be perfect. It might not even feel like enough, but it's what we've got. And sometimes it's the only thing that keeps someone from drowning.
Could you please state your name?
Portia Salomon.
And where is your current place of residence?
I'm serving 6 years in prison.
Miss Solomon, did you know Miss Norris?
Yes, I did.
How did you know her?
We met several years ago at Alcoholics Anonymous.
Objection.
Please approach. What's going on? Mom wasn't an alcoholic, and even if she had been, which she wasn't, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, Christ, they're playing dirty. Your Honor, the testimony is not only completely unrelated to the issue at hand, but I have had no proper time or ability to prepare my cross-examination.
Were you not provided a transcript of her testimony ahead of time by the defense?
Last night I received this.
Shows transcript provided by the defense.
Everything except the witness's name is blacked out.
I see. Care to explain?
What do you mean they're playing dirty? Did you know about this?
No. They sent us the name of a new witness last night, but that's it. No wonder they didn't want us seeing her testimony. Even if it gets canned or stricken from the record, they're hoping it'll color the jury's view of your mom, paint her as no angel.
They can do that? Just get someone to lie and change how they think of her?
Julian, they can do a lot more than most people realize. More than they're supposed to be able to do. Jailhouse informants, they testify all the time. They know if they lie on the stand that they can get rewards, move to a better facility, reduced sentences. She's got nothing to lose.
Motion to strike granted. Please disregard any and all testimony by Ms. Salomon, and it will be stricken from the record.
The trial disappears. We return to the home.
It's almost laughable how when you're on the stand, you're supposed to swear that you're telling the truth. But you can say whatever you want, really, in the end. And as long as you don't get caught, you're fine. It's like a game to some people. But what's that saying? The truth shall set you free? Well, it didn't that day. Feels like who she was erased more that day. I've been looking again at my dad's journal. It had some lyrics in it. This one's unfinished, but I want to take a shot at adding to it. Dad, what were you writing? How do we start when we are at the end? In a land of make-believe, too old to play pretend. Reality keeps telling me that you're not here, but every time
comes in.
What is wrong with you?
I can't figure out the light right
Take
now.
it down right now.
Take what down?
The video, your last video you uploaded. The one of Miss Lena dying. Take it down before he sees it.
Why? I'm talking about what happened and I'm bringing attention to what's happened. Look at how many views it has in the comments.
Are you dumb?
What?
We're talking about Mrs. Lena. You just uploaded a video of our best friend's mom, basically our own mom, dying.
Yeah, so the world won't forget her.
What the actual fuck is wrong with you?
Me? Well, what? You just want her to become another blip in the news? Or do you actually want something to get done about this?
How did you even get this?
One of their neighbors had a Ring camera. I just told them we were looking for things that might help the case. I couldn't just keep that to myself. You don't get change without people getting angry. And now people are angry. Look at my phone.
Notifications are pouring in. Likes, comments, shares. A steady flood.
No. What you're looking at is thousands of strangers dissecting the worst moment of Julian's life
It's
right
not
now.
just strangers. It's momentum. It's pressure. You think the trial's gonna go anywhere if it slips out of the news cycle?
I think Julian deserves to grieve without the entire internet watching his mom's last breath on repeat.
You already invited your people, right? The neighbors, the gardeners, all that?
Yeah, people who knew her.
And I'm making sure people that don't know her will care enough about her to keep the spotlight on this.
You should have told me. You should have told him.
Quincy's phone buzzes again and again.
When Julian finds out, I can't protect you from that.
Beck leaves. Quincy stays still, staring at their buzzing phone. Lena enters and recites another poem.
Yes, it is true you have work to do. And yes, it is true the work is difficult. No, you do not get to plug your ears as the thunder rages, nor may you dance in the rain. I promise you will survive. How do you think you got here to begin with? Do you presume that the womb was never lonely? That first breath of life, do you honestly believe it didn't burn? Blink your eyes open, process the light, and then cry. Cry. Cry.
Ensemble gathers for a candlelight vigil honoring Lena.
Thank you all for being here. Grab a candle, take a flower. If you want to say something, gather over here by the mic.
Right now, our good friend Julian is testifying in court about the murder of his own mother. While he does that, the least we can do is honor the life of Miss Lena Norris, who should be with us right now.
One day I'll feel a touch light as a feather, sweet, soft, and inviting, gentle, meek, and warm.
They'll have a body that's not tethered to their rules or norms.
I'll open the door to a simple knock instead of scratches and kicks.
I'll step into the sun and bask in its glow, knowing I have no need to be fixed.
Miss Lena was the mom with the snacks, the one whose door was always open. She'd have us over for movie nights and make popcorn and laugh at all the weird shit we do.
She was just cool. Easy to talk to or get advice from. She didn't put up with any bullshit, but she didn't take herself too seriously either. I always felt safe with Miss Lena. That's not true for me most places. I miss that. And I miss her.
One day I'll feel a touch that's smooth
little apart from the main gathering, looking down at their phone. The flicker of the screen lights their face. Beck enters from the side carrying flowers. They notice Julian's expression.
Hey, you okay?
What is this?
Julian,
Who posted it?
Quincy emerges from the crowd.
Julian, you're here. You see this? Look how many people came for your mom. It's incredible. I'm so glad you came. We really weren't sure if
You
you...
posted this?
Yeah. And look how many people came. They're here. They saw what happened. They wouldn't be here if
If they had to watch my mom die.
No. I'm just saying, if they didn't see it, they might not have come, and
are
then...
you fucking serious right now?
You think this is some victory lap? That this is proof you did the right thing?
It was! The cops can't hide from this. Everyone's talking about it, about her.
You just stood up on a pedestal. Talked about how she was always there for you. Well, now the world is talking about the worst thing that ever happened to her.
Julian runs off.
Hey, I wanted to help.
I think you should just go.
Beck goes after Julian. Quincy stands alone.
Julian and Beck stand in the community garden.
Hey, Jules.
I can't. I don't even know what to.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh no. I should say something or like stop it or I don't know. The video's up and people are watching it like it's entertainment.
It's not on you to control what they do.
Then what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I wish I did. But you don't have to figure it out alone. Look, if you need space, I'll give you that. If you need me to just sit next to you and not say anything, I can do that too. If you need to yell or cry or just not think about it for a while, whatever it is, I'm here.
It feels like everything's spinning and I'm stuck in the middle.
Then I'll be stuck right there with you.
I can't be here anymore.
Okay? Then let's just start walking. No plan, no deadline, just walk.
You really don't get taught how to do this part. Everybody's got advice for the baby years. Books, podcasts, the old timers with their one-liners. But nobody tells you how you're supposed to raise a kid when the person who knew them best isn't here anymore. That half the time I feel like I'm walking through a fog. Like if I stop moving, even for a second, it's gonna catch up to me. I look at him, and I see you. His eyes, his laugh when it sneaks out. And even when he gets quiet when something's wrong. And it's like this double punch, because I'm proud and I love him, but it also feels like you're here for just a second and then you're gone again. God, I miss you. God, I miss you. I miss how you'd know exactly what to say when Julian came home upset. Me? I'm just trying not to mess it up. I'm just trying to show up. I'm not all here right now, I know that, but I'm here enough to sit in the passenger seat while he drives, even if I'm quiet. I'm here enough to leave the porch light on when he's out late. I'm here enough to listen when he's ready to talk and not push him when he's not. I think. And maybe that's all I can do until this fog lifts a little. Be here. Be steady. So he knows that even if I'm not at my best, he's not alone. I just wish you were here to tell me I was doing all right.
Lena enters. She recites another poem.
Reminder. When the world comes to an end and the green and blue blip we once called home is nothing but a speck echo, rapidly evaporating stardust. Nobody will care if I learn to play kazoo.
Julian is going through a box. He picks out a kazoo.
Oh my God.
Follow-up reminder, that is not a reason not to play the kazoo.
My mom always knew how to lighten the mood. I'd come home freaking out about the state of the world, climate change, or whatever, and she had this magic power where she could acknowledge it while also making it feel a little less overwhelming.
When I was young, the temperature was just a simple fact of life. When it was low, I'd always know just to give it time and it'll get high. But now the high is the only rise, and I can't but help but wonder, oh, are we the last ones to know how it feels when it snows in the winter? Are we the last ones to see just how green it can be in the summer? Are we the last ones to hear all the birdies appear in the springtime? Will we be the last ones to smell all the leaves as they fell in the autumn? If we survive the rising tides and society is still around, a couple hundred years from now, my tomorrow might be found. And with the tales of how we failed to give our children a healthy home, they'll be like, yo, did you know long ago there was snow in the winter? They'll be like, gee, did you see that the trees could be green in the summer? They say, oh, where did you hear that the birds would appear in the springtime? They'll be like, how did you smell all the leaves as they fell in the autumn? Children's kids, well, wonder what did they know? They were the last ones to smell all the leaves as they fell, and the last ones to hear all the birdies appear, and the last ones to see just how green it can be,
And the last ones to know how it feels when it snows.
oh, the last ones, oh, they were the last ones. Is that what they'll say, or could we be the last ones?
What was it like? Dying?
Are you asking how it was for me, or because you're curious how it'll be for you? I can't answer that for you anyway, or more so, I don't want to.
Why?
What would that do other than have you locked in your room, overthinking your death when your life goes right past it?
It already feels like it is, passing me by.
You're still breathing. You have time to catch up.
Time for what? Everyone keeps telling me to take one day at a time, but every day feels the same. Like I'm just waiting for something bad to happen again.
So then why would I tell you what it's like? You just start living in that one moment instead of living in all of them.
But I can't stop thinking about it.
Then don't stop. Just don't only think about it. Think about me yelling at you for tracking mud in the kitchen. And then, oh, think about that time we burned dinner so bad we had to open every window in the house. Yeah. Or think about the way your father and I pretended to forget about your birthday when you were 12, when we had that surprise party planned for you. Oh, the way you made the most dramatic sighs in the world because we didn't say happy birthday to you at breakfast. You didn't even realize we made your favorite thing to eat.
I wish you were here.
I am. Not in the way either of us want, but I'm here.
It's not enough.
I know. But it's something. And sometimes something is all we get.
Why did you detain Julian?
He fit the description of the suspect.
And what to your memory was the description?
Young black male, 5'10", about 180 pounds, wearing jeans and a white t-shirt, riding an orange bike.
When you look at our child, what do you see? What do you feel? I see curiosity.
Julian Norris was a black boy, 5'4" and 120 pounds. How do you explain this discrepancy?
Danger.
We didn't really have a scale on us.
Love.
But you can't tell the difference between a 5'4" boy and a 5'10" man?
Fear.
We didn't really have a measuring tape on us either.
A need to learn everything.
After detaining Julian, what time did you arrive at the station?
A boy who knows nothing.
Probably around 8:30 p.m.
And what time was he released?
I don't recall.
Hope.
Mind if I refresh your memory? He was released at 12:30 a.m. What was the delay?
Dread.
Damien.
You know, there's always paperwork to get done.
I'm scared.
Damien.
Paperwork that takes 4 hours? At what point in the evening did you realize Julian did not in fact fit the description of the armed suspect in the area?
I don't recall.
Does it take 4 hours to realize an unarmed boy is not in fact an armed man? Or is that just how long it takes for you to get your story straight?
I'm scared every time I look at his little face and think of the world we're in.
Objection!
He's no longer little.
Sustained.
I'm scared every time I hear that Beck and him did something dumb at school.
They are young.
I have no further questions.
Young Julian takes the stand.
I'm scared every time he walks out that door.
Do you solemnly swear you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Do.
They have to be able to live their lives.
But the world took yours!
What were you doing the evening of April 18th?
What's stopping it from being him next? When all eyes are on him.
Lena sits next to Damien.
I was out riding my bike.
I'm sorry. Could you say that a little louder so the jury can hear?
The very first time you saw our child, what did you see?
I was out riding my bike.
I saw a future.
What type of future?
Can you describe this bike?
It's blue.
It's blue. Any other colors?
I mean, it's blue and I guess black and gray.
A future where they could be who they want, love who they want, where the world is better.
Now, was it dark outside that evening?
It was starting to get a little dark, I guess.
So, is it fair to say the colors of your bike were not particularly visible?
You can't just wish for that future, Damien. You have to make that future possible for them.
Objection, leading the witness.
Sustained.
Now, were you doing anything besides riding your bike?
No.
You weren't with any friends?
Yeah, I was. We were riding our bikes together.
And you weren't doing anything else together, you and these friends?
No, we were just talking and riding our bikes, trying to pop wheelies.
I see. And then your mother came to bring you in for dinner?
Yes.
And then what happened?
Well, I didn't want to go in yet.
And so you argued with her?
No, I just didn't want to go in yet. It wasn't even really dark out, and none of my friends had to go in yet, and so I know I shouldn't have argued with her. I just was asking for 10 more minutes.
And so when Officer Everton arrived, you were in the middle of an altercation with your mother.
When you look at our child, what do you see?
No, we were just arguing.
Were you shouting?
I don't know.
Was she shouting?
She was kind of yelling at me, but it wasn't anything big.
I see a kid. A person who's going to make mistakes in life. They're going to mess up and learn from it. I see a person who may not make the best judgment call at first, but that doesn't mean you have to be scared. It's what makes them human.
So when Officer Everton arrived on the scene, he saw the two of you shouting at each other.
I guess, but
I don't want to be scared anymore.
Thank you, I have no further questions.
I can hardly breathe. She's not here. She feels so close to me. I swear I can touch her, that I can see her. But we're here talking about her like they can't see her too. But they're not here to look at the real you. Who you were. What you stood for.
And what did you see? What did I stand for?
Quincy stands alone, scrolling on their phone.
Hero, snitch, fake, activist icon, die.
They lower the phone and knock at the door.
Hey, Quincy, you ready? Bring your camera.
Silence, except for faint notification pings. They open the phone again.
DM from a reporter, DM from a troll, DM from someone who says they were her neighbor, DM from... You didn't even know her. You just saw an opportunity. I did know her! She made grilled cheese with mayo on the outside, not butter. She called me kiddo, even though I'm 17. She gave me her umbrella once when it poured and told me the hair grows back, but hypothermia doesn't. I knew her.
They look toward the looping video.
But now all that's anyone's gonna know. The last moment, and I put it there.
A knock at the door.
Quincy, let's go.
Quincy stares at the phone screen. The video's still looping. They pick up their phone, hesitating between turning it off or hitting record.
A moment just outside of town.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Mine would definitely be to fly.
Right, me too.
Feel the breeze in your hair. Look down on the city and just see a bunch of Legos and Hot Wheels.
Make your own loop-de-loop roller coaster through the clouds.
I would control the elements. Then you could
Make mountains.
Grow trees.
Extinguish fires.
Freeze glaciers.
Make it snow every Christmas Eve.
Clean water.
Stop hurricanes.
And when you kiss someone for the first time, you can make it start raining, like in the movies.
Mine would have to do with time. I don't think I'd want to go back in time, but I'd like to be able to change it. Take a red pen to history.
I'd like to be able to turn invisible. I've tried in real life with varying degrees of success. It would be nice to just be able to disappear.
But it'd have to be that kind where your clothes disappear with you. That way you don't have to like run around naked or whatever.
I don't know. That would be kind of fun though, right? To run around naked and nobody can see you.
I mean, you could do that. You could do that too, but it would be nice to not have to.
That's true. I want to read people's minds.
Nope, no thanks.
Wait, do you mean like you can selectively choose to tune into people's minds, or that you're constantly hearing other people's thoughts? Because those seem like two very different experiences.
I would love to be able to tune into people's minds, just sometimes, like just to see what they think of me.
Or know what they're about to do.
To know whether they have a crush on you.
Whether they hate you.
Why?
I don't think I want to know those things. Not really.
I'd like to heal. I think that would be most useful.
To cure cancer.
Amnesia.
Trauma.
To get rid of the common cold.
To be able to hold your hands over a gunshot wound and watch as the blood returns to the veins, the skin regrowing, perfect and unscathed.
To take the pain away.
I like that one. Yeah, that would be mine too.
Lena sits in the center of everyone, with Damien off to the side, accompanying on piano.
Maybe next time we'll get it right. Once we've exploded in a blinding flash of light, atoms transformed into another star, another night. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. I think on Mars we might just get it right. I think a Martian family could probably learn how to be, and so once we are finally another form of life, we'll get it right. be okay. Long after all of our skeletons decay, ashes transformed into another orb, another day. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I think on Pluto we could do okay. I think an alien decree could start a new society, and so once we can finally create another way, we'll be okay. Seems back here on Earth we rarely catch a break from. Sometimes it feels my days are spent giving while they take. But then I see my baby's eyes, and then something tells me we will be okay. We'll be okay. Maybe next time they'll make it through. Once our descendants transcend the world anew, maybe they'll finish what we couldn't do, start anew. Make it through. They'll make it through. I think one day they might just make it through. It may not be this galaxy, but maybe I can still believe that someday, very possibly, a piece of me and you will make it
There's something important that I need to share with you. Something that I want you to do. Remember me. You know, as I am, in this moment, in this room together, I want you to remember me. Have you ever read an article about someone? Or how about when you have to do a research project on a person and go read their wiki page or read an obituary? Maybe you heard about them on the news. You know, there's facts about the person, when they were born, their accomplishments, who they were. But unless you've been in the same room with the person, you know, talked with them, shared a moment together, you won't truly remember them. A clip of them you saw online, maybe whatever facts you heard leading up to their death, but that's not who they were. You have bullet points and it's filled up the rest.
A chaotic nighttime street protest. Flickering street lights, distant police sirens, protest signs at the edges of the stage. Julian and Quincy face each other in the noise. Beck lingers just behind Julian, silent but attentive.
We've been dancing around this for weeks, so let's just stop.
Okay.
I understand why you posted it. You didn't want them to erase it. You didn't want my mom to be another line in a police report.
That's right.
And maybe, you know, maybe it's made some difference. Maybe it's woken people up. But you didn't let me decide. You took the last moments of her life and gave them to millions of strangers. You turned her into a headline and a hashtag before I even got to say goodbye.
I thought I was doing the right thing.
We get why you did it, Quincy. We really do. But that doesn't mean we can just go back.
You know, we're still out here with you. We'll march, we'll fight. But being friends, I don't know if that's in the cards right now.
Chants of Lena's name rise in the background. Julian and Beck both turn toward it. Quincy looks at them.
It's gonna take time.
Julian and Beck step into the crowd together. Quincy follows a few steps behind, swallowed by the noise.
All I see is red. All I see is blood. All I see is forest fire stop signs and roses. All I see is black. All I hear is darkness. The color of the universe, the color of beginnings, the color of the end. All I see is red. All I hear is black. All I see is red. All I hear is black. All I see is...
Will the jury foreperson please stand? Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
We have.
On the charge of murder in the second degree, the defendant has been unanimously found.
All I see is red. All I see is blood. All I see is forest fire stop signs and roses. All I see is black. All I see is darkness. The color of the universe, the color of beginnings, the color of the end. All I see is red. All I hear is darkness. All I see is red. All I hear is black. All I see is red and black and 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 red and black and...
I thought I would feel better once it was all over. Able to move on now that I didn't have to constantly relive that day. But it never is that convenient, is it? Grief doesn't work on our time. Because no matter how the trial went, she would still be gone. And a verdict wouldn't change that.
Mom! You tried to teach me, you tried to tell me, and then I didn't listen.
Shh, it's okay.
No, it isn't! If I had just listened to you, then none of this would have happened, and you would be here right now.
No, that's not true. You didn't
I don't know anything yet! Mom! I'm so lost. What am I supposed to do? This pain, and it follows me around like a shadow. Oh no. Now that I know what loss is like, I see it everywhere. There's so much hurt. Everyone is hurting. And I can't do anything about it. But I still feel it in my core. Where do you put it all? What do you do with it? You lost your life for mine. And half the time I don't even want it anymore.
take your time. You have to give it time. Just because it's hard right now, you can't just leave it all behind. Make your way. I'll be there come what may. Just do what today you feel will serve you best. The rest you leave to fate. Just you wait.
it's okay to be alone, or sit with me just as you are. Day to day, we'll live through the mundane. Then one day you'll wake and find that beauty lies in many shades of gray. So we'll pray, and we'll try to see another day.
I don't wanna pray for another day, just to wake up and suffer. It's far too much for me being told to breathe while simultaneously smothered. Don't say I don't care, I'm aware I'm not the boy you raised. It's fine, I guess that's just life. I don't have the fight in myself to wage in this war. What is it for? And when you try to make a change, what do you find? Hardly matters. Whether you plant a garden or burn down the city, what difference does it make? In the end, I don't know what to do.
Write your song.
Write your songs, our souls live on in songs.
Sing your truth,
Sing
me
your
wrong.
truth, that's one thing they can't take away.
Use your pen.
Use your pain, create for your own sake. If you have a heart that beats, eventually you'll have to let it break.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You can cry.
Cry and hope for better days.
Young Julian begins to write, while older Julian pulls out a letter found in a box. A letter from Lena.
Is it fair to leave you innocent to the troubles of the world? There's so much pain and destruction out there, but you are a shooting star. I wonder if I don't tell you about the troubles of the world, if you will change them without even knowing. If your purity will saturate this nation with love, if your make-believe will become our new, better reality. I worry that if I don't tell you about the troubles of the world, that the world will teach you for me, and that its lesson will be much harsher than mine. So I must tell you. It must be me who teaches you. I must teach you whose footsteps we walk in. I must teach you to walk them carefully, for the path is full of landmines. I must teach you to hold your head with pride in the face of slurs and ridicule. I must teach you to say yes, sir, and no, ma'am, and to raise your hand slowly out of your pockets. I must teach you how to choose your language based on who's receiving it. To read between the headlines and the fine print of contracts. I have so much to teach you. And I will teach you, but not today. Today you are still my baby. And I cannot bear to squash the wonder in your eyes, not yet, not now. No. But I will teach you. One day I will teach you.
Take my pencil, erase all the parts that sting. Cross a line through all of the fights, don't mean nothing. Fill the page with all that's left unsaid, untold. Visualize the lines in your smile as you grew old. I see you everywhere. I hear you. Are you even there? If I try, will you come to me? If I write, will you appear to me? How do I start when we are at the end? In a land of make-believe, too old to play pretend. Reality keeps telling me that you're not here. But every time I close my eyes, it's crystal clear. I see you everywhere. I hear you. Are you even there? If I try, will you come to me? If I write, will you appear to me? If you come to me, I swear you'll see the man I was meant to be. I smell you in the roses, I hear you in the breeze. Am I supposed to keep you bottled up inside of me? My body's always floating while my heart is sinking deep. Am I supposed to keep you between memory and grief? I see you everywhere. I hear you. Are you even there? If I try, will you come to me? If I write, will you appear to me? If you come to me, I swear you'll see who I am meant to be. It feels like my tears dried up long ago. Just part of a lottery I hope to never win. I'm not wearing black just because I like it. Every time I look around, all I see is red. Maybe that's why no one stops to lift their head. I know it's always been like this, but I can't accept that it can't be any other way. I mean, who are we to say that it's too late for us to change? Accepting how the world is didn't get us to where we are, and it won't lead us to where we want to be. Does it matter? Could it matter? Yeah. I think I'm wrapping up for the day.
He holds a journal.
Hey, I think I might need some help tomorrow. Do you mind? Thanks. I'll see you soon.
He goes back to put away a few more boxes. Lights fade. End of show.